love it when I turn up the bass.
And we are live.
Hello.
Well, people.
Are we?
Pretty good.
Are we? Are we live?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty nice.
What?
You can tell
Evening,
that we're live.
peasants.
Yeah, our Dunny worked.
Freak.
Well, there's no point in being one
Yeah,
unless you
did it
show it
pump-
now and again.
Did it pump up the bass though?
Yeah, man.
Alright, cool.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I used to enjoy listening to it. I don't anymore. I've overheard it.
Oh, well. If I knew somebody who was any good at being like a musician or anything like that, fucking,
Yeah, that's fucking handy.
yeah, maybe they'd be able to make us a fucking unique beat, but... being
I
as
can't help
don't.
you out, mate. I'm sorry, I can't. No, don't know anybody either. Also, I realise I've got no body as well.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you wear a black fucking top.
It's not fucking black, it's, well, I don't know what colour it is, I'm colourblind, but... It's brown, apparently.
It's brown.
Oh, no, don't go there.
It's had to
No,
cover up the
don't go
accident.
Harry Enfield and Chums is where my head was at.
Yeah. So, anyway, what we got on the books today? I know I've got a few interesting gripes and that. I'll have two. You've all been doing your research, ain't you? Preparing for the show.
Oh, yeah.
Getting ready to enlighten the masses.
Oh, I thought we just made up shit on the fly. It was all like just make some random shit up. No one told me we actually make things up.
Could at least go along with it. You ain't got to blurt it out fucking live, have you? That
Oh
fact that you
shit,
do
we
fuck
live?
live,
Oh, my bad.
dick. But yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I'll kick it off then, yeah?
Go on.
Where the fuck has all the money gone?
Ah, that's what I was looking for. I was fucking looking for the Al Murray sketch of where the fuck has all the money gone. He says it to a banker in the audience. And for love nor money, no pun intended, I can't find it.
Yeah, well, it's, Ethan bought it up, and I started having a bit of a look in, and this £37 billion that we spent on this fucking track and trace app for COVID bollocks, right? That's 37 billion with a B, right? On an app that we use for, well, he never actually got used properly, did he? Because by the time it fucking was actually finished and everything else, the pandemic seems to be over.
But could one argue that money was spent with that, in inverted commas, reason in mind, was only the guise for what's coming further on down the line with the digital currency, the digital ID, the UBI, and everything else that goes with it? Could,
The enslavement.
well, yeah, I'd, in our eyes, it's wasted. I don't know if it was wasted in their eyes.
Oh,
Well, of course they won't be wasted in their eyes. They're quite happy to spunk our fucking money.
No. Whether it's a waste of money or not isn't my point. Because, of course it is. I don't think in their eyes it wasn't a waste of money because it's furthering their agenda of the digital ID, the digital currency, the UBI, and the reset. But that's my opinion.
yeah, but the problem is here, right? It's really easy spending other people's fucking money, right?
Mm.
Now,
And also for something that we don't want.
this is, well, yeah, nobody asked us. Did anybody ask you whether we want to spend 39 billion? Yeah, let's just put this fucking little graph up, right? Let's just see how much that actually, you know what I mean, looks like, yeah? And it's 37 billion they spent, which is number 5, 37 times, practically half of what you see in picture 6, right? on an app. A digital fucking app that should have cost,
Which-
what, 10 grand?
Which you could... Oh, yeah. Okay, look, I would say that software developer per year, decent one, 60, 120 grand a year for that developer. But how many billion?
That didn't work
Yeah.
correctly.
It didn't
Yeah,
work. It didn't pan out. Then you've got the fact finders, because I like to have a look what these fact checkers fucking say. And they're saying, no, we never spent £37 billion on the app in the first year. We spent £37 billion over the entirety of the project. What, over the 2 years? Okay. But you still spent £37 billion on a fucking digital app.
Well, if we go back a bit, remember that app they brought out for doctors? That never worked right. It's where doctors were
Yeah. Yeah.
how much did that cost?
That
That
was
was-
I think that was NHS Digital, I think.
Yeah.
The first iteration of it, and it was... Oh, I don't think it was this amount, though. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Could be wrong.
Don't forget, it don't work properly still.
No, I
This
think
is-
it was like 300 odd, 400 odd million, not in the billions. I think I could be completely wrong though.
Well, it started off at that.
Yeah.
Don't forget. And I think it quickly announced up to something like 2 billion.
Right.
And obviously it still don't work. So they're still spending money on it. So who knows how much it's actually cost?
Yeah.
Um,
So just to put a bit of fucking context in, we spent £37 billion on this app that didn't fucking work, only lasted 2 years, and it's a crock of shit. Which I don't understand how we, you know what I mean, we can turn around and say, yeah man, £37 billion was well worth it. That'll never
And
be
don't
said.
forget the amount of people that actually had the app and the ones that didn't want it.
Yeah.
You know, so basically, people are paying for an app that only half the population wanted
Yeah.
and
Yep.
used.
And then you've got, like, how much is it we spent? 11 billion, is it, a year on foreign aid?
no, that is incorrect. It actually goes on a percentage of our GDP. So if we've got good GDP, then we spend more. At this moment in time,
Was it 1.2%, was it?
Well, I don't know. I thought it was a bit higher than that. I think it was, weren't it 1.2%, and then they agreed to put it into law at 2% or something.
Oh,
could be
you
wrong.
got, I'll bout you better
It was
knowledge,
my
mate.
understanding that we spent about £11 billion on fucking foreign aid last year. Right? So if that be like a ballpark figure, just give it as a ballpark figure. We don't know. It could be up, could be down. Right. But that app costs 3 times that amount and then some.
Yeah.
So here's another thing to put into context for you, because I've just had a look on this. The MOD last year, approximately between 21 and 22, spent £48.6 billion. So that's the entirety of the MOD. The Queen Elizabeth aircraft carriers cost £7.6 billion. Comparing an aircraft carrier to that fucking app, how much they've spent on it, and a Eurofighter Typhoon. 1 second. And these are things we actually fucking need. The Eurofighter Typhoon cost 124 million US dollars.
So, hang on.
So that's about 124 million UK pounds.
Right.
Quite a fucking jet.
Let me just throw that into, like, get it wrapped around in my head. Yeah, we spent 48 billion on our MOD.
Yeah, for RAF, Royal Navy, and the Army. That's
So
salaries, the fucking lot.
okay,
Approximately.
£48 billion on the defences of the country. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 37 billion on a fucking app.
And as I said, 7.6 billion on a fucking aircraft carrier with how much computer and radar and special metals and
The
stealth
giant
equipment.
target in the middle of the sea. Yeah.
How much?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Hang on. I'll go to this for the fucking shits and giggles.
And even stating that they can't get that fucker right because it didn't get towed back from somewhere because it got cracking its propeller.
That thing's been towed 4 fucking times in a Range Rover fucking Discovery. Range Rover Discovery. I mean, that's saying something, you know.
Yeah. I can't remember. Med, I think weren't it towed back from Med? Mediterranean.
Yeah, it hit something. It hit something on the sea floor and like broke the propeller.
Right.
And they keep fucking about of when they're going to get it repaired.
Right, okay. Right, check this out. Yeah. For the 2 years that it took for that app to come out, right, the daily cost, right, that app cost us £50,684,931 and 50 odd fucking pence per day.
Holy shit.
Per day. That, you know what I mean? You get
And how much?
37 billion and divide it by 2 years, right? That's the answer. 50 fucking million. Well, 50 million and a half a day.
Well, it makes the migrants look good value, doesn't it?
I was about to say, how much do we spend on migrants per day and how much do we spend on the welfare per day?
Well, here's the thing, right? These migrants get £177 a week, yeah? Our old age pensioners that have worked, that have put into this system, get £159 a week.
Yeah, but
And after that, they have to pay their own gas, their own electric, feed themselves the council tax and things like that. Where the hell is that right? It ain't. It's wrong.
well, apparently, I heard that they're going to start putting the pensions up with inflation now.
Oh.
Fucking, that should help. But I mean, fuck, 50 million pound a day.
Are you telling me that there's been another U-turn on the triple lock of the pension scheme?
I only just copped it on my news feed. It popped up today saying that pensions are going to be in line with inflation, going to rise in line with inflation.
Okay, because there was a triple lock, which is... Why is it called a triple? Because it's locked in 3 times, and then suddenly, actually, it's not going to rise with inflation because it's going to crash the gilt markets and and so now, it is rising with inflation. This government's in disarray. I mean,
Yeah, and Deadly. Yes, mate. That hasn't gone unnoticed on my radar either, mate. I'll be bringing that up a bit later on.
Well,
Yeah.
before we move on, it's not just a big waste of money because I'm not sure if you guys have noticed this, but our local council seems to be spending a lot of money on advertising for Facebook. You know, just as they're obviously going to be discussing about making it 3 weeks, probably, or whatever the tech means, or whatever else they can cut funding on. They seem to find money to advertise on Facebook for Black Lives Matter or fucking Black History Month, which is fucking same cheek of the fucking top 2 arses, you know. But they're also finding money to spunk out to say that they're LGBT friendly, to advertise that they're Karen friendly. So it's not just a big waste of money, it's even the small waste of money that's our money. And how much they give out to Stonewall, how much they give to this charity, how much do they spend and waste on fucking consultancy.
Well,
But they still ignore the consultants.
Well, apparently we've got somebody from Germany in. Hello.
welcome from Germany.
Abend.
Guten Abend.
Was machen Sie?
Fucking,
Please, no.
this is. I mean, when do we turn around and go, okay then, we want an audit on the government spending because you're spending money like it's fucking confetti. It's not your money. You're putting people in poverty because you want to raise fucking taxes because you like to print fucking money to get yourself out of the shit. You know what I mean? When do we go, well, we want to know who fucking got paid out of that 37 billion, because that's a piss take for a start. Maybe we could also use some of this money that we stop them from just wasting and squandering. Like, how much did you spend? 50 million, was it, on these fucking pop-up hospitals? Nightingale fucking bullshit.
Nightingale, I
That's
mean,
what never
that's
got
been
used.
quiet, hasn't it? That's, I mean, nobody discusses, well, I say nobody. We
Well,
are.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, right? And this is true for this. In Sunderland, part of the Toyota place that wasn't being used, which was already being funded by the government, Toyota allowed them to put one of these pop-up hospitals up and then charge the government for it. So not only did they get paid once for it, they got paid twice. Now, what kind of crap's that?
Mm.
You know, they're already paying. If the British government's already paying for this land that they're not using, well, why did Toyota get to charge the government for something they're already getting paid for? It's like...
Because they can, because the government's there going, well, it ain't our money, fuck them. It's only them paupers that have to fucking pay the taxes. I mean, half of these fucking people that are in power, they'll pay tax, half of the fuckers, do they? Because they've got fucking offshore this and offshore that. You know what I mean?
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly my fucking ring piece. Fucking, you know what I mean? It's a piss take.
Hang on. Not to forget, what was it? What was the idea of setting up these Nightingale hospitals for in the first place? And then they weren't fucking used, and yet we still got getting told, oh, the NHS is a capacity. How was it a capacity? Oh, well, this specialist ward in the hospital is 80% full. Yeah, one ward, not the rest of the hospital. And
Yep,
how,
quite
this,
right, mate.
how that ward, how often? What is the average of it, of how many people it's got in? Oh, it's higher than what it is at the moment, on average for that time of year. On average, that high dependency unit will be 90% full to 100% full, and yet it's 80% full. But the NHS is a breaking point.
Yeah.
Keep the pots and pans out.
It's 80% full with 16 people in the hospital.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's the fucking
with
thing.
people that are,
It's easy to
and
say,
that's like
but
with people that got COVID, but none of them. But the Nightingale hospitals, where they're supposed to go if they got COVID, are just sitting there fucking empty.
right, it's like this, and it's a piece to fucking turn around and go, yeah, man, I done a promotion last night. The place was sold out. Yeah, fucking sold out it was. How many tickets you sell? Well, I only sold one. You know what I mean? Yeah, you only sold fucking one. So the place was sold out, but in reality, it had capacity for a shitload fucking more. And it's the same with the hospitals. We're at capacity, we're fucking, you know what I mean? It's like, we can't cope. How many people are in the ward? 16.
Kendo, it was Nissan Sunderland.
Ah, welcome, T.
Miss T.
Only me.
But yeah, what can we do? I heard who's thinking about starting a petition to audit the government or get the government to audit where the fuck this 37 billion went.
Well, think about not just auditing the British government, how about the Scottish and Welsh government? If we're talking about squandering money, this is no word of a lie. They put a thing in to deal with the tunnels at Newport because it's only 2 lanes. So at certain times of day it gets backed up. So they said, yeah, let's have a route. They spent 160 million quid. They still haven't got a route, and this 160 million were a few years back. So I don't know how much more they spent. They haven't even got a route, let alone lay the piece of tarmac. So it's just waste.
But it's not their money, so they don't care. And this is why I honestly believe that fucking MPs and politicians should be on minimum wage. Because if they're on minimum wage, you'll see the whole fucking country rise. Because like fuck will these cunts work for minimum wage, as it is now. they'd raise minimum wage up to a decent fucking afford of living for a start. Because they don't live in the real world. They get to squander fucking millions and billions of other people's fucking money like it's confetti and never get held to account for it.
Never anybody looking at a receipt.
I mean, fucking...
So, hang on. Can I just extrapolate that thought there, right? So let's go with your idea. But all members of parliament are probably... So anyway, let's go with that. All members of parliament are on minimum wage.
Mhm.
Right. Those who got lots of brains and money won't go into parliament, or if they do, they'll put their sons or daughters in. There'll be nepotism. It's just fraught with danger, mate. I understand that.
Well, the way I see it is the people
okay, because let's just say that you're a multi-billionaire and you've got a family member, a mate, or whatever. They go and work minimum wage. You're guaranteeing them a payout at the end of their term in Parliament, and whilst they're in Parliament, they're doing your bidding.
But then that's what's happening now.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So I don't see the advantage. Well, okay, not advantage, but I'm just saying it's going to end
how's
up
about this? Right? How's
in
about
the same
this?
thing.
Right? Because I've never known an MP or a Prime Minister, at least. I've never known a Prime Minister walk out of 10 Downing Street without being a millionaire. It just don't happen. Right?
Agreed.
So, why don't we go? I'll tell you what. If you want the job, you're on minimum wage. But when your term's ended and you're out of the job, you get £1 million. How about that? Right? So all you've got to do is be in the job for the want to actually do something good. Right? And you're going to be a millionaire at the end of it anyway.
No. Look, let's have it as it is. Right?
No?
Let's be honest. Look at it like this, right? To be a politician, one, you can't have cash for questions. You must take that away. No ifs, no buts about it. If they want that kind of thing going on, that means that they're getting paid behind back doors, and that's the only reason why
It's
they're coming in.
corruption.
Yes. Right? So take that away. If they want it, then let's have it where they have to wear a jacket and honour all the companies that they're getting paid by. Why? So everybody can see what a bunch of lowlives they are. But of course, that won't happen. Because at the end of the day, they don't want us knowing. Because if we find out most of the companies that are paying these buggers to ask questions or push laws into their favour, allegedly, we'd all go ballistic. Matter of fact, they'd be thrown out and we'd sue them. Because at the end of the day, it's what you call it, isn't it? It's like me selling a car. Guy pays me, and then somebody turns up and I sell it in. These politicians are just second-hand car salesmen. You know what I mean?
Well, they just throw money into something that we knew nothing about. They've fucked around with Ukraine. God knows where that money goes. Look at the fucking mates they gave with PPE and everything else that they had to do. I bet you most of them were fucking in shares of Big Pharma as well. We need to audit these bastards, and month by fucking month. Where is the fucking money?
Transparency is the fucking key.
Yeah.
And
Show me the money!
you know what I mean? Shell companies and everything, they shouldn't be involved in government. Government should have any ties with shell companies.
Nothing.
Period. So there's nowhere for them to, use as a rat hole for them to squander the fucking money and pick it up later.
And
We've got it even in front of our faces with, well, we don't have, but the majority of the population of the UK does on their own fucking TV. The BBC licence, they're paying that, and the BBC makes, out the licence, I heard it today, it was 39 billion, but their total profits are 40 odd billion. Billion!
Yeah. Selling it to everywhere. Where's
Can
our
I-
shares in that?
And so, what the? And whilst they're going
Peasants.
after pensioners and. Oh my Gideon.
Well, the thing is this, the thing that gets me with the BBC, right? We all pay into this if you've got a TV license, yeah? If you watch TV. So if you watch TV, you've got a TV license. Now, here's the thing. Everything that the BBC produce, they sell on. Now, where's our money?
Yeah,
What's
where's
this
my
thing?
Where's
share?
the fucking money? Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
what-
sold through BBC Studios,
Yeah,
which is separate to what collects a lot. I know. I'm saying it. It's exactly the same.
so why isn't it going then to the government, and then the government then saying, right, here you go, you don't need a thing. If you want people to watch BBC or whatever, it should be a subscription fee.
Isn't
Therefore,
it because they hide the highest earning salaried people as well through BBC Studios? So, who was it? Lineker,
yeah,
Bucker. He's employed through
Those are the
studio.
two.
Who's the other one? That homosexual man.
I
Might as well say
don't know.
tax avoidance then.
BBC.
I don't know which one.
What?
Graham Norton.
Thought you
Oh,
should
yeah.
say Dale Winters or something.
Good rest of it.
but the point is, at the end of the day, that they're getting all this money, the BBC, because it sells everything on. It's not as if it keeps it, isn't it? And they earn a damn good profit on it. So
But
why?
who? Elites again, fucking you up the arse for every fucking sixpence.
I
It's
can't
just,
say I disagree. I can't say I disagree at all, buddy.
well, this is what gets me when I hear likes of people and they go on these Good Morning Britain and say, yeah, BBC's good value for money. Well, you used to work for them. They sacked you, and now you want to get back, so you sat there arse licking up. No, it ain't. It'd be good value for money if it were free,
Mm.
like every other channel. You know what I mean? Apart from your Sky channels and things like that. But you choose to pay them. You know, why should you have to pay for something you're not watching? Because I don't know many people that's got Sky that watch shitty BBC.
Well,
Yeah.
this all kind of ties into the next fucking thing that I was going to move to, right? Where it's like, why is it we pay for something, the government rents it out, but we never get a tax break on it? We never get a tax cut on it. I mean,
No,
like,
you-
for instance, how our military forces have just got rented out to the EU.
Yeah.
We've just
Don't start me.
we've just
I'll
lost
hit the
control
floor
of our own fucking forces.
with What I need to say to that woman, that is treason. That is treason.
I mean, at what point did we get asked, oh, do we want to sign into this fucking, or is it PESO or whatever the fuck it is, agreement? Did anybody get asked?
Yeah.
No. Well, not only that, when she was giving her spill to be Prime Minister, none of that were mentioned in her manifesto.
Oh,
So why has it been all of a sudden? Because personally, it should be null and void. She hasn't got our backing. She hasn't been voted in by us. She's been voted in by a minuscule minority of people who's, I don't know why they voted her in. I mean, because, God for sake, she's freaking useless.
There's a check.
Sorry,
There you go.
Sack her.
You
Give me.
Sorry.
I'll sort
Sorry.
it out for half the money.
Tidy, stop shouting, man. Fucking blow my eardrums out. I have to turn you down when you shout, then turn everyone else up when they talk. Calm down. We're sorry.
Get
No,
out
man.
there, son. Fucking get it out there.
Enough's enough. These
Yeah, it
politicians
is.
are bad.
so we pay for our military. We've paid to train them. We've paid fucking keep them. Now we get to rent them out to the EU whenever the EU want them. Are they going to give us some money for them or what? Oh no, it's just we get screwed over again. More to the
Well, it's
point.
just passing the money around, isn't it? And it makes me sick. It's
I'll
constant.
call them for what they are. They're fucking traitors.
Well,
If
let's
they're
look,
giving our fucking military away to these fucking warmongering bastards in the EU, then our lot are up for treachery.
Well,
It's simple as that. That's disgraceful.
It's reasons like this that we don't want to give tax.
well, you've got no. It's tax without representation, isn't it?
yeah.
Now,
Well, you-
a long time ago, there was a country that fucking got pissed off with her, and they fucking ended up kicking them out, don't they? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Look at VAT.
Pathetic.
We're still paying VAT. That was brought in for the EEC. It was an actual thing that put us on a level with what they spend and what we spend. Have we got the fucking VAT back since we left fucking the EU? Have we? Fuck.
Cash cow.
High
Yeah,
treason.
well, think of this.
No, you're
Remember-
quite right. No. This is worth talking about.
Yeah, well,
Because-
also talking about is the fact of the matter is when our councils put money into Icelandic banks and lost it, and we ended up having to pay for it.
All right.
Like the
Okay. Well,
bailout bank.
that was called the bank bailout. What we've got coming, insofar as I'm aware, is called the bank bail-in. Wherein, well, yeah, I don't know if you've searched out the bank bail-in. It's as opposed to the government paying the banks that we then pay back through taxation or quantitative easing or however the market's leveraged, we still end up by paying. A bank bail-in is if you've got money in your account, the bank can legally take it out.
Well, and then I can legally demand my money back after 24 days. So that'll screw 'em. And if I don't get interest on it, then they won't be getting it, will they?
Just don't keep your
Nah.
money in the bank. I don't.
I've got no choice. I have a mortgage and bills to pay. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Keep a certain amount in.
Callow, it's in law. You know, just like bank bailouts. Well, we've already been through it. You've already paid it. I've already paid it. Everybody here's already
Don't
paid
forget
it.
we paid for all those slaves as well that we had, you know, 'cause we
Yeah.
had them all, didn't we? We've paid for fucking the Second World War. We paid for the fucking First World War. We have, not those fuckers, us.
Yeah, but
It's
here's the
standard.
thing. When were people asked if they wanted to be in this bail-in? Because at the end of the
Nobody
day,
was. It's not our choice. It's not our choice. People are getting letters at the moment from, I think it's from Lloyd's, not Santander, but it's a number of banks are receiving letters saying that beware, if you have X amount over in your account, then this may be used at our discretion.
well, I haven't got one, and I'm with Lloyd's. If I get one, I know what I'll be saying. And no, you won't, because it'll be going bye-bye.
And Kendo, can't say EU army. That's a conspiracy theory, don't you know?
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
tinfoil hat.
Who are you, Nick Clegg?
Fucking-
Yeah,
I mean, we was on about the EU army, what, 2-3 years back? Oh no, that'll
Yeah.
never happen. Oh, who's running our military now? EU.
Yeah.
So is it not now EU's army?
Well, I,
Globalist
Mm.
army. It's the globalists' army, isn't it? We might as well put it
Yes,
down on the
let's
fucking
say it.
floor here.
Yeah, say it exactly as it is. We are not a nation state, I don't think. You know, we
No.
have the idea. We believe we are, but we're not.
well, I
Close us
hope the
down the
EU's
fucking
paying for
river.
diesel and petrol and weapons and equipment for these soldiers. because they're not using ours. It's ours. It belongs to us, the people.
Yeah. You can ask him for it back.
Yeah, let's have it back. I'll have a couple of tanks parked on drive, no problem.
Oh, man. It'd sort rush hour out a treat, wouldn't it, that?
Oh, aye.
Why are we constantly in the position where we haven't got a fucking voice? And no matter when you think you've got a voice, fucking, you really ain't.
The design of the system.
Jerry
One at a time,
Clarkson
lads.
had a column out today, and he put the bloke with Lego hair, no. He put the chocolate teapot truss, no. None of the above with a tick on it. So everybody is seeing what we're seeing. We've got 2 or 3 or whatever parties we've got at the moment are all unelectable. They do not stand for any of us whatsoever. And we're ran by elites. We're ruled by elites. We're not led. We're ruled.
Couldn't agree more, mate. Couldn't agree fucking more. Well said.
Well, here's the thing. Everybody's going on about this thing that you said, that they can take your money. But it's thing, I charge 25% interest. So if they take my money, I'm going to send them that saying, you take my money, it's at 25% interest. It's my money.
Oh.
So I should get to state, because remember, banks state what interest you're going to pay. So if they're taking my money, then I want 25% interest.
Well, put it this way, if they take my money, I'll burn down the bloody branch.
Allegedly.
So when there was a bank bailout with what was it, Northern Rock, people got a penny and a pound back if they were lucky.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, and that was a bailout, not a bail-in.
Well, this could cause a run on the banks, couldn't it? Because
Yep.
people like us will go to the bank and say, I want cash, please.
100%.
And there isn't enough cash, is there?
not at all.
There is not.
But
No,
a couple
right,
of
sir.
comments. Right. Non-violent extremists, that's why they can dip into your account, as they did in Greece, and take the monies to pay the IMF.
Yep.
And then you got a good fucking point, Deadly. Does that mean that Trident is now a fucking EU tool?
Oh.
They've took over the military. The military is fucking in charge of Trident.
Good point.
Globalists.
Put it this way, if there was a new country, I would probably leave this fucking country. There's no way to save it anymore.
I could rely on my own health. I'd already be fucking setting foot in Russia.
They're going to give me shares. I don't want shares. I want hard cash. I don't do shares.
Oh, man, but fucking, if the EU are now in charge of Trident, and they're in charge of the army,
Hello, Charmed.
where the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't see anything good coming from this. I really don't.
No, I don't
no.
do, mate.
Well, we're all part of the UN. They're all part of fucking NATO. We're now part of the EU. You know, and it's all under globalism. All of it. Every patriot, and we see it from all the other countries, including America, France, the patriots are now revolting because we're seeing that elites have got, well, they've got nothing for us whatsoever. They're against us. They're enemies of us. In fact, if you look at it, it looks to me like one way or the other, they will depopulate this fucking planet by about 60, 70% as quick as they fucking can, by the looks of it at the moment.
Look,
Now, if there's
No.
any thought of nuclear war, I'd suggest that people do show themselves on the streets protesting every minute of the fucking day against these bunch of fucks who think they can just railroad us. Sorry.
Well, now they've got the military to fucking back them up. I mean, we already know the police force was took over by them. You know what I mean? The police force is not for fucking policing. It's gone back to the Watchmen era of where it's reactionary policing. Oh, we can't do anything until somebody's already murdered you. Although we know all the information and everything else, we've got to wait until you're dead first before we can do anything.
And you can't defend yourself.
And then, by the way, there's a good chance that we won't do anything because we're too busy on fucking Twitter. Fucking, all them hurty words.
What we need to
What,
do
did you
is
see
find
him
a way
kicking
to
off?
force them to listen to you.
Did you see him kicking off the other day saying that, well, we can't possibly attend every single burglary. We haven't got the numbers. We'll divert them from the Twitter and all the other useless shit.
Right, there's an estate that's had 400 fucking break-ins on this estate, and none have resulted in an arrest.
Yeah, hang on. Forget the arrest. How many of them even had a cop turn up and have a look?
I don't know. I had a break-in on my camper van fucking 10 years ago. 10, I don't know. I'm still waiting then. Fucking, you know what I mean? Don't happen.
Estate.
Yeah. It's a piece stack.
Oh, aye. That's the thing, isn't it? I mean, at the end of the day, they're spending money like it's going out of fashion. They're handing as military over to when we voted out meant out. It didn't mean let's slip us in through back door, you fucking all. Fucking all, man.
Well, this is
Trust.
EU 2.0.
Yeah, but she hasn't got a mandate for it. She hasn't got the right. She hasn't got the power. So it's time we tell her she hasn't got the power and showed her. Because enough's enough.
Well, what else
how-
has she
but-
signed up for?
But how do we show her, mate?
Well, I know there's quite a few ways, but I'm going to keep both of them to myself. Because you're not allowed.
You know, and that's the thing. Because, seriously, what can we do? I'd love to hear something.
Well,
Anything.
Gonna make good men go bad.
Abandon ship.
Put it this way, right? If you think the ballot box is going to change anything, you're still fucking blinkered to the real fucking problem.
Yep.
Without
I
a
believe
doubt.
so too.
No doubt about that now. There's no doubt about that.
So, what are you left with? Your own devices. So we'll leave it to everybody's own devices.
Can we fracture a country? Tear it in half?
Well,
They have their rules down south and we all go up, I don't know, the fucking
Yeah,
top
but
corner.
hang on. When you say we, who's we? Because if you ever look at what's going on in America, for an example,
Yeah.
you've got the southern states with DeSantis. Now, who's to say that DeSantis isn't still part of the deep state and is just doing this segregation thing even a little bit further? All part of divide and conquer.
Yeah, well,
I don't
They're
trust any of the
mostly
cunts.
trying against it all.
Oh, I don't trust any
you
of
want to
them.
do a Catalonia, don't you?
We have allies. We do have
Exactly.
allies. There's all over the world. It's just that none of us are in power.
If we all
That's the
congregated in one
trouble.
place, we could lift
We're
a
all,
bloody peace from them.
What
we're
we
all
need,
getting fucked by globalism and globalists. This massive cabal.
what we need is money, and what we need is people that are honest and prepared to become politicians. Yes, I know. Don't start laughing. There are people out there that
Hey,
are
hello,
honest.
I'm not going through a fucking lobotomy from anything.
But the
And also, the older that I get, and I think this is just maturity. What the fuck do I know to tell anybody else anything? To want to be an MP to have control over people, it's just like a policeman, I suppose.
What do you
I think
mean?
it's the-
What the
You're
fuck
not-
do I know?
You're not supposed to be telling people what to do. You're supposed to be doing the
Yeah.
will of the people. They tell
Yeah,
you what to
justice.
do. And this is
Justice and help. Looking
If you
after the
can't-
people.
Oh,
voted
yeah, I
for you.
beg your pardon. Yeah, that was a weird way of looking at it. Yeah, you're quite right.
and
Yeah.
that's what's gone wrong. Our politicians are telling us what to do, and that's their mandate. The mandate is to do what they've been told to do. And it
A
seems to me,
manifesto to them is like saying abracadabra.
And then it starts again, because let's just say the majority says, I don't know, something mad like's going on over in America. The majority say, okay, men can have babies.
Oh, God.
Do you know what I mean? It's, God, it just
Yeah,
gets
they
so...
can't even say it. These people are so wrapped up in their own insanity that they can't even say that only a woman can have a baby.
I think
That's in the UK as well. Keir Starmer couldn't, could he?
I think we're steering off track here. We're supposed to be on about where's the money sort of thing, you know.
Yeah, where's the money?
Like,
Well, we've established where the
I've got
money
some
is.
I've got some more
Yeah.
money that we've wasted.
In their
Yeah.
pocket.
And that's another thing.
Oh,
with
did you s-
you think about that. I mean, the NHS is to help sick people, yeah. So let's look at this. So women are having breast implants, men are having sex changes on the NHS. You know, or maybe I suppose the sex change. I mean, you know, we'll not go there, but you know. The point of the matter is, it's not there for that. It wasn't designed for that kind of things. The NHS is there to help people that are ill to get better.
No.
And
Well,
Not mentally
Yeah,
ill.
you see,
Look.
yeah, I agree with what you're saying, Callow, right, in principle, right? But in reality, the NHS is there to drain your fucking pocket. The NHS is a money pit. Plain and simple.
It is.
It's another one of these things that the government use to fucking make you feel bad, but also make you feel better when the fucking rape your tax. You know what I mean? Because the NHS needs it. Because, you know, it's struggling, it's on its arse. And the main reason why it's on its arse is because that's the way the government fucking run it. Which is why they was trying to fucking privatisation by fucking selling off bits and pieces and everything else. But the fact of the matter is, the NHS is fucked. And it's fucked from within. Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, adding all this extra bullshit about fucking, oh, yeah, you can have your tits done, you can have your fucking cock logged off and all that bollocks, onto an already fucking system that can't even fucking do the basic of fucking care needs on time, on schedule, without having to rebook for fucking months on end, whilst fucking people are dying in between trying to get fucking appointments to see these cunts. Until we get to the fucking financial structure behind it, the NHS is always going to be a fucking downer. Plain and simple.
But,
Well, you know the only way to get behind the financial structure is to employ more middle managers in the NHS. You see, you're not understanding it.
But
No,
what you
it's
need to do,
true.
though, is open up a Quango first, right? Because then you can pay the Quango the fund that then divides the fucking money in between the directors of the Quango. And
That's
then you
the
put
one.
another Quango inside that so they get an extra fundage. Right? And that's how it costs 35 quid for a fucking packet of paracetamol that you can buy for fucking 17p.
Yeah, but this Quango, I thought he was fucking Chancellor at the Exchequer.
Oh.
but like,
Hang on, I thought it was an advert from the 80s. You've just been quangoed.
Isn't Coty Tarstang something out of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Quasi Kotang. I thought that was a character from that.
but like, it
I've got
is. You look at the structure of the NHS. It doesn't need to be as is. For one starters, the amount of money that they chuck in, I think, what is it, something like, I don't know, about 50% of the budget is paid out to pensions straight away. Then 10% has to be on hold for when they get sued for malpractice. What?
Yeah.
So we're running on at a 40%.
No
And then
wonder they're trying to get rid of us all.
And this is the fucking state of the country. One of the richest countries in the world, by the way. In case you forget.
Not anymore.
All fucking citizens.
Aren't we number 7?
No, not even that. How can anybody say that they're rich? And
6.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
India just overtook us.
But not good, 2 bags of marbles and a dead rabbit that overtake us.
Well, there's another one for you, boys. Some more waste of money leading on from this trust selling out and trying to get us back into the EU by the back door. Obviously, you had the was it 120 million we've given to the frogs to try and stop the migrants coming across on boats.
125 million.
Yeah, every time we've given them money, the amount that they're stopping reduces. So what's this trust going to done today? Signed another deal with Macron to give them more money, more equipment, more training, which is not going to be used in England.
She really is a cunt.
What we need to do is what they're supposed to be doing. What we need to do is get the Navy to turn them boats round and push them back into French water.
Straight round.
Yeah, and shout the French Navy and say, there you go, look, they're in your water. If you don't take them back to your thing, they're going to drown. So
I'll
we're
hurry up
funding
because one side of the boat has just been popped.
I mean,
Can't we just put some barbed wire across the fucking channel?
she is a cunt, but she's a part of the establishment cunt. The reason why I say that, and I'm bringing it up, is does anybody remember her acceptance speech? And she said, and well, I do, and it was cringy because she said, "Hello, as your Prime Minister." Blah, 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 about 4 or 5 words. And as your Prime Minister, 4 or 5 words, and another maybe 6 words, Prime Minister, your new Prime Minister, she kept on reinforcing there was fuck all going on of substance in the sentence. What was really being forced home was, I am your Prime Minister. Your
It's like
new
a Kamala Harris.
Was she trying to like
unbelievable.
prove it to herself?
Yeah, it was farcical.
Someone had to keep pulling the string behind her neck every time.
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't.
I agree with you, Deadly. We definitely need snipers.
In the military forces, yeah, they are one of the key things that we need in the military. Yeah,
Exactly that. To take out the
And we need
adversaries of
sniper
the UK
cells
state.
in our body for our immunity. Apparently, the spike proteins like to get rid of them.
Oh,
Did you-
what? The spike proteins that have been reported that is actually in common knowledge now, and it's approved by YouTube to say this, that the mRNA vaccine that went into the arm didn't stay in the arm has now been found in expressed milk.
Yes, and every organ that it touches, and it attacks your immune system.
and
Your
Yeah.
immune system attacks it, which it wins the battle and goes down your immunity. There was an Italian trainer.
Mate, I was only talking about what was YouTube friendly to talk about that I saw today.
but here's the thing, right? Because it does tie into where the fuck's the money gone. Oh yeah, sponsored.
Yeah.
We're sponsored by Pfizer.
Pfizer, Johnson
Medical-
Johnson.
Fucking
Quite right, mate.
any medical fucking information or anything like that, look at Pfizer. They've got your best interest at heart.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Don't
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, they never, but they don't make money from repeat customers. Honestly, they want to get you fixed and healthy and better.
And we aren't sponsored by Pfizer and never will be. Will we?
Well, it all depends.
9 pages from
Right.
Pfizer, worse than any Bram Stoker fucking fucking novel you've ever read.
Well, I'll sell out cheap, man. The first one that gives me an AMG C63 Brandfire fucking we're sponsored by them. Fucking, it could be anybody.
And on that note, giving away our gas to the French. Not good. Not good.
Well, they're in
Why?
the shit at the moment.
Why did we get rid of our gas? You know those things that went up and down? I forget what they call gas repositories.
Gas storage. Yeah.
It's-
We haven't got many more. We've got some near London.
I
On 406, I think it is.
Are we buying fucking France?
So, what
Them gas
government?
storage containers, we can't get rid of them because they're classed as a listed building. I found that out back when I was a kid.
Oh, right.
No,
Weirdly.
no, we can, mate, because in my hometown, not saying it, over the bridge, there's a bloody hotel now. What used to be there was the up and downy gas thingy.
Yeah, same in Sheffield. They got rid of them there, but there's some in London still, and they're empty. They're not being used. So why aren't they being gas? Why ain't gas being
Yeah,
stored?
yeah.
How
why?
hard is it to remake
When?
them?
And how long ago? Well, I can tell you how long ago this happened. This was like 25 years ago that this one was demolished. Why?
Yeah. What? I mean, you work it out. I mean, when we had North Sea gas plentiful,
Yeah.
and it was cheap. Yeah, we were sending it over to French because they've
Yep.
got plenty of storage. Well, we were selling it to the French, and then when winter came, because we didn't have the storage to store the gas, they'd flog it us back at triple the rate. So, you know, so let's be quite honest here. Now we know where the money keeps going. It keeps going in their pockets. Because at the end of the day, you think about it, a lot of countries, when they have these like windfalls of gas and oil and stuff like that, they make a windfall which so much of the profits go to the area or country or whatever, so they can use it to like build public buildings and things like that. But it seems in this country we don't.
Do they? But yeah, go on.
Well, some countries have. I think is it Denmark and places like that. They have, you know. But then again, that's
Yeah, but they're fucking them in other ways. So yeah.
But but the point of the matter is, why aren't we doing it in this country? Why aren't we, when we start fracking for this gas and oil, doing it and using some of that profits to benefit the people?
Well, I
You know,
think we know the answer.
Self-sufficient.
I think we know the answer because we are being actively fucked by those cunts that are there in charge.
We are completely, utterly.
You know? But the question begs to answer is, why aren't our politicians saying this? Saying no, you will give some
Because
uh,
of
they're
your
part of it.
Them's the traitors.
Exactly. That's the thing. They are part of it. So why can't we say to them, "You're not going to be part of it. You're gone." Why can't we? Why can't we all get together? Say, right, how many politicians there is? All agree. Yeah, Free State's going to be prime minister. Whoever. Flux can be number 2. Whoever and that. And all walk into Parliament and say, "You lot are sacked." Why can't we do that?
Not fit.
You can. You just need to have an uprising that's successful. I mean,
No,
I'm not encouraging this, but it
'Cause as soon as you
doesn't
walk,
take that many people.
as soon as you walk in there, they'll fucking lock you up and you're fucked.
Yeah, but they can't. Technically, they can't. The
That's
House
what'll
of
happen.
Parliament.
Mate, the filth can't do a lot of things that they fucking do, you know what I mean? Like, put the fucking... check this out. Put the fucking blue lights on, right, to get into McDonald's.
yeah. The
You know
law
what I mean?
is only what the police make of it these days. It's the police that decide what the law are at the moment, and the cons above them.
But
Okay.
like,
Before we wrap up, though, guys, did you what's going on over in Frogland at the moment?
What,
No.
with
Take that as a no.
the migrant storming?
With the with the fuel crisis they've got going on. So their media done the intelligent thing of saying that we're all massive panicking and we've run out of diesel. Whilst there is a industrial protest going on with, I think it's Total, who are also the providers, if I'm not mistaken, of the largest fuel card supplier in France, which is AS24, but also 20 to 30 cents cheaper. 20 to 30 cents a litre has been knocked off by the French government. So every fucker going anywhere near France is filling up in France, which has now caused a massive problem because pretty much everywhere has run out of diesel. I was looking on Facebook this morning on the HGB forums, and the amount of hauliers that are going, fuck, does anyone know where we can get squirt from? Because we're basically fucking empty.
Fucking hell.
It's massive. Yeah.
The
It's
amount
like kind of
we're
like what
giving
it was for us about, what was it, a few months back when we had it going on. with this
Yeah,
schools and that.
April.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
obviously on top of the normal shit, they've actually also got, so like I said, the people that work for Total are kicked off and gone on strike, and they're being French. They want 10% pay rise. I mean, because obviously 10% is a very affordable amount.
Well, you can't really blame them for that, but yeah.
You can't
Well,
even
they're French, aren't they? They'll just set fire to everything and go on strike. I mean, they normally do it in the summer when the weather's nice, but, you know.
Well, the whole country's on fire anyway, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's all
the amount of
bollocks.
the amount of money we've given France, we could have bought fucking Calais.
Well,
Yeah.
why don't we just get hold of reincarnate King Edward again, go over, land in Normandy, sweep across, beat the fuck out of the frogs up in Crecy, go up, put Calais under siege, take Calais about a year later, and then hold on to it this time for time immemorial.
And make sure
Probably
we go
give it-
at least as far as Languedoc.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, idea.
Yes,
I'm with you, Cameron.
it's
Me,
about
you, and
Douglas
fucking-
Gallows' idea about storming Parliament that he didn't
Me,
mean.
you, and Arthur Wellesley.
I never said I was going to storm Parliament. I said, what is stopping us? Why can't we?
Because if we trusted you to navigate us there via map reading, we'd be fucked and we'd end up in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's true.
Anthony Ford
yeah.
tells you to watch out.
Yeah. But hey,
How are you?
at least you won't get arrested, would you?
Oh, who's that? There's silver lining
It's when
everywhere.
he turns around and goes, look, we're at Westminster. No, we're not. We're in Minster. Yeah, but it's in the West, isn't it? No. Why the fuck are we over at Morecambe Bay? Are we stopped here for a Chinese? No, it's where Westminster is. Okay, cheers, colour. Yeah.
Well,
I'll stop before we go down the route of flying past Lockerbie.
yeah.
Right then. So,
Can we fuck off now?
yeah. I think what we need to do is try and sort out that petition and get in a fucking on the government's website thingy petition on there for an audit of where the fuck all the money's gone. Right? And on that note,
Yeah.
we're gonna fuck off now. So I hope you had fun. I hope it didn't bore you. If we did, tough.
Well, hang on, before you shut that, let me finish it off because, like, you know, your ways are probably way shit. Right, so, minions and peasants, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you think Tiny's a midget, give us a comment. If you think Free Stays from Birmingham, give it a share. Good night, minions.
Yeah, that was so much fucking better, Warnie.
Yeah.
I know.
Sounded like a
fucking
fucking camp fucking I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a fucking Dale
Fucking
Winton.
weird.
Fucking
Oh,
random
look,
as fuck.
the Brummies
Oh,
kicking
God.
his little fucking Robbie's running along behind the Batmobile with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I can't teach them.
now.
Charlie
Anyway.
Bell was supermarket sweep.
Catch us later, peeps. Have fun.
Catch us on Discord.
Yeah, good show.
Hello,
Come and join us.
lad.
In a bit.
No, please
Hello.
don't.
They love it when I turn on